Good morning.
Good morning, Maria. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I didn't get lost.
Yeah. Are you available on video today?
Yeah.
Awesome. And how do we pronounce your name?
T.
What is it?
Initials. Initials.
KT?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. And KT, what city are you in?
I'm in Awanga, which is in California, east of Temecula.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's
Where,
awesome, KT.
where are you from?
I'm actually here in Temecula.
Oh,
Yeah, but I go back and forth from San Diego to Temecula because I've got a lot of meetings in San Diego, so I go back and forth.
yeah. I used to live in Carlsbad for 25 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I lived
Yeah.
there too. For 5 years, I believe in La Costa.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
So where are you in Carlsbad?
I was right on the beach over there. I used to manage the Sandbar restaurant for 10 years.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
on Temecula and the Coast Highway. It's an Italian food restaurant now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're 4 minutes early today, and
Yeah,
so
we
we're
are.
gonna wait for everyone. And welcome to the Fire Up Connect. I'm glad that you're able to join us today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we'll get to know more about each other's business. I have a lot of people registered today, so we're
Good.
hoping that we can get a good turnout. Um, but anyway, what type of business do you do?
I do a couple businesses,
Okay.
Yeah. Right now I'm really focusing on, well, I've been trying to Canva. I'm fighting with Canva. Let's see if
Uh,
I can. I'm writing
Canva.
it.
What is a
Yeah,
Canva? Oh,
Canva is where you design. So I've been designing my book cover. I'm writing a book on Just Add Water, how aqua therapy,
okay.
um, how to use aqua therapy after rehab. I've been teaching water aerobics since 1987. So,
Wow.
and now I'm just back in that swing of getting that kicked in again. And I've hooked up with a couple rehab centers because I want them to take them out of there. And I'm going to start a program, Have Pool Will Travel, and I'll go to their place and continue their therapy in a different, in their own home, in the pool,
Oh, wow.
So,
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
that's
So
exciting.
that's what I've been doing there. But Greener Still send out cards is what I'll be representing today.
Okay, send out
Yeah.
cards. I've been a member of send out cards way back. This was in 2006, I believe. And
Oh, that's, yeah,
but I
because it
never,
just came.
I've always used it because I had a real estate brokerage at that time.
Uh-huh.
And I found that it was very useful at that time because I had a lot of clients. But I
Uh-huh.
ended up discontinuing it because I moved from having a real estate brokerage to doing marketing program for the finest women in real estate. So this is a new company that I started, and so we focus on doing a lot of radio talk shows, TV shows, and
Uh-huh.
magazine publications. So that's where I focus my time
Yeah.
on. But I love the send out cards.
It's changed an awful lot.
What's that?
It's changed a whole lot. It's
Yeah,
changed a
I'm
whole lot.
sure.
Yeah. So it's Greener Still. Now send out cards is like the backbone of Greener Still. Because
Okay.
Cody, who created in 205, so you were in the very beginning of
Yes.
his world. It's 20 years now that he's
Yes.
been doing this. And he created this umbrella company called Greener Still. And underneath it, send out cards being the backbone, uh, different streams of how you can show appreciation to your customers and stuff. They have a higher end gifting place now and stuff, like a lot
Oh,
has changed. See, a lot has changed since back in the day. I've been with them since 2014, 2015.
okay. I
Yeah.
see. Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, still remember that I was able to customize my greeting
Cards.
cards, and I love
Yeah.
that part of it. It's
Yeah.
just that I just wasn't able to continue it. I just got too many things happen during that time, and I just had to I don't know. I just I just didn't continue.
Yeah. Well, I hope you take a moment to watch that video that I sent you
When did
And-
you send it?
yesterday.
Oh, you did? Oh my gosh. You're gonna have to resend it because I'm cleaning all my emails, and if I'm not familiar with it, I would just because I get a lot of emails. So I mean, if you want, you can put it on the chat and I'll save it.
Well, well,
If
I
not,
don't,
just resend it again to an email.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
do it later. At least I understand where it's coming from. Because
Uh-huh.
sometimes I get a lot of emails that I'm not
get
sure
that.
where they're coming from. And I
Mhm.
try not to do anything if I'm not familiar with it. You know how it is with the bait clicks and all of that. I worry about those things. It's just too many things coming in.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about when you're talking bit clicks and all that stuff.
Well, some people are saying, okay, you have to do this and you have to click it. And then the click could come into putting some, virus on your computer.
Screw up your world. Yes.
Yeah, it's
like
just the way
that.
it is. I mean, there's a lot
Yeah,
of people that are like
absolutely.
that.
Yeah,
And
you have to be, you got to be cautious of that.
yes.
Yeah, I was doing it with when we were having our conversations and I wrote I sent and stuff like that. So, um,
Yeah, it's
so
11:01. I'm curious where everybody is. And I had a lot of registration, which is really interesting, unless I hope they're not having trouble with logging in.
I didn't once I looked in the spam. You said, look in the spam. And I went, aha, there it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, let me check. Let me check if yeah.
Okay, you just told me it started. I know. I'm right here with you. Did you start this Fire Up Connect?
Yeah, I started it before COVID in 2016, I believe, and we were doing face-to-face
Mhm.
restaurants meetings at that time.
One-on-ones.
And I was getting about 30 people per meeting, and it was really good. Then the COVID happens. So we had to change it 100% virtual. So most of my members right now are all over. I have people from Florida, from New Mexico, from Philadelphia. I have people from I think Chicago. So it's just really interesting how this is turning out. But
Mhm.
last meeting, I had like 16 people. And today, I don't know what's going on. And I even had a lot of registration. Let me check with my, okay, there's one coming in.
Okay.
That's Paul.
Tall Paul. Oh.
Paul is from New Mexico.
Ah, I
Yeah,
lived in New Mexico.
is,
I've lived a lot of places. So
yeah, he's an amazing guy to be connected to.
mhm.
I'm wondering where everybody is. Let me check.
It's one of those days.
Yeah, I know. I think it just everybody is just doing something. Hi, Paul. Are you there?
Come out wherever you are.
That's funny. That is great.
Hi,
Hello, ladies.
Paul. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Nothing like a good laugh.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to
Absolutely.
make light of things like this. Yes.
Absolutely. Life
Anyway,
too
how are
short.
you ladies doing? Okay.
We're good.
Absolutely.
I'm just wondering, I had a lot of registration coming in yesterday, and I don't know where everybody is. It's like so weird.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm sorry to say that. Well, you know what? You try not to be cynical, but I guess everyone has things to do and you forget. And gosh, so much has happened throughout these 2 years that people's psyche is probably out of whack. I don't know,
hold on
but
a minute. Let me see
Definitely
who
off
this is.
track.
Hello.
yeah, right.
Yeah, no time.
I know I have the Zoom link to join into the meeting for the Fire Up Connect Weekly. This is Michael Darwin.
Okay, Michael, did you get the Zoom link?
No, I didn't. That's why I'm calling.
Oh, okay. That is weird. Did you check your spam?
Yes, I did.
And you didn't get it. Okay, here's what we're gonna need to do. let me see if I can do this. Michael, what's your last name?
It's D as in David, EROU.
No, no, just
IN.
let me because I'm checking with my all right, here it is. So David,
Yeah, so
DER
OU
OU,
I N as in Nancy.
okay, is needing the Zoom link. Okay, I'm trying to send them a message to send you the information, okay?
Okay.
And yeah, that is weird. And you registered in the Fire Up Connect, right?
I did, yes.
Okay. I have Monica coming in. Well, I have you on the phone right now. I mean, can you hear us? I mean, can you guys hear the David?
We hear your conversation, absolutely.
Okay, so David, I mean, while you're waiting, we can put you on, just leave you here so you can at least hear our conversation, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. And my name is Michael Maria.
Oh, Michael, not David.
No.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me change that. Michael. Yeah.
Hi, Monica.
Hi,
Hello.
Monica. How are you?
You're
Can you hear
muted.
us, Monica?
You're muted right there, Missy Monica.
There you
go.
go.
All right, now can you hear me?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It was taking a moment.
yeah. And Monica, we have Michael also, Michael Deroyne. So this is the Fire Up Connect, right? That you're attending, Monica?
Is it?
Yeah, we have another meeting at 2 o'clock, so that's a different time.
Okay, well, I'm here. Let's do it.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, I'm glad that you're here. We can go ahead and start. Welcome to the Fire Up Connect. And normally we would have actually I'm hold on.
Take a breath.
Thinking
Take
about
a breath.
Michael. I'm trying to figure out what to do with Michael. Okay, so we have Michael on the phone and we're here in Fire Up Connect, and we normally have this format. We have a Q&A in the beginning. Then the second part is what we call expertise. Then the third part is business share time. And Michael, we have Katie from
Awanga.
what is it again?
Awanga.
Awanga, California. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have Paul Matamoros from New Mexico. And Monica is in what state again, Monica?
I'm in North Carolina today.
North Carolina. So we have these people right now in Zoom.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that you will get the
Do you
link.
have the
Okay.
Did I-
So he said
it?
it's sent. He said
Okay.
it's sent. So you should have it now.
All right, let me look.
All right. Okay.
Let it go through cyberspace, you know.
It's interesting how this is all working out for us, but it's always good. I wanted to just let you guys know, Monica is one of my finest women in real estate TV reality stars. So, and she was part of when we were doing some filming and everything. And so we're doing a lot of things right now with the TV reality show too. And then, and Paul is a commercial real estate broker from New Mexico, and Katie is our first visitor here. And I'm hoping that Michael will be coming in soon. Okay, so we can go ahead and.
No, Maria.
Did
Sorry, and I checked bulk and spam, but I don't know what email they're sending it to, but yeah, I don't have it.
You don't have it?
Do you have the meeting ID? If you have that, I could just.
Yeah,
add it
so let me do this. Paul, can you tell me what the ID number is? Because I can get into my email right now.
Yes, let me give you that right now. Give me one moment.
Just say it and I'll type it. Oh,
I've got it already right here.
Okay, yes, go right ahead.
Okay, ID is 812
812
8607
8607
8917.
8917.
And the passcode is 309
Passcode is 309.
162.
1 second. It's launching to get to the passcode.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, 309.
What's the passcode again? 309
162.
162.
All right, let's see.
Okay, there he is. Is that well, I have now 2 people coming in,
Hmm.
Mark
There
and
we go.
Michael. All right, I'll see you then.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
It's Friday.
All right. At least we're getting through. There's Michael.
There he is.
All right. Thank you
Peekaboo.
for being patient.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, and we have Mark. Mark, welcome to the Fire Connect.
Good morning.
Good
Nice to meet everyone.
Yeah, are you
Morning.
available on video today?
I am. I'm using my phone right now, so let me switch over. Well, let me attempt to switch over. All right. Maybe not. I typically use my laptop for this, but I thought the meeting was at 11:30 this morning.
It's actually at 11,
Okay.
but we're good.
All righty.
We're a little running late because you had some technology issues here. So we're good.
Yeah,
All
I know
good.
the feeling. I'm kind of suffering from Zoom fatigue myself. Seems like I'm doing these Zoom meetings all the time. I'm trying to get my camera going, but it's not, it doesn't seem to be working right now.
See if I can help you with that. Ask to
Okay.
start a video. See if that gives you a
Hey,
prompt.
there we go. It does. So
Okay.
start video. Okay. Well,
Did it work?
I don't think so. I got the prompt and I selected okay, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Well,
Maybe if I go to my camera and try video.
yeah, that might work. So who's IT experts here?
I wouldn't go so far as that.
Oh,
What seems to be happening, Mark, you're trying, this is Paul, you're trying to get on via your phone?
yes.
So you
So
gotta
are
go to
you-
more and then or video or show the little video link and then click on that. It should be red and it should be, just click on it. It should allow you to see.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah. I went to the camera, so in doing that, now I lost the
So
the Zoom feed.
go back to like
Okay,
you were on a
here we go.
phone call.
Boom.
At the little phone thing in the
I'm
left
sorry,
corner.
what was that?
Go back to like you're on a phone call. If you click on the phone in the left corner, you know how usually that's highlighted. You're on an iPhone, right?
Should be
No,
green.
I'm using Android.
Hmm.
Mm. Yeah, but still, you should be able to go back to the phone thing and it should light up like you were on a regular phone and then it should come on. Or you
Yeah,
can log off
okay.
and log back on too. Sometimes that will help.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
Hello, Sam.
Mark,
Let's
if
try
if it doesn't work, it's okay. You'll need to come back. If that's what's good.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to come
I'm
back
still
next
waiting for my
week.
laptop to kind of get current with my email, and so then I should be able to transition to my laptop.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Uh,
just work whatever you're doing.
You
And we
guys
can
aren't
go ahead
missing much anyway, but
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay.
okay.
Well, welcome to Fire Up Connect, everyone. And thank you for being here. It's always exciting because it's Friday. And, Friday is like, we're ready to party because this afternoon I've got 3 meetings and I have a big party. So it's always good to, enjoy Friday. Anyway, Fire Up Connect is an amazing business networking group. As you can see, I've got some amazing lights behind me because, we're always excited. We're igniting the fire within our business and we want to make sure that we have an effective connections here. We have 6 goals. So the word fire up has meaning to us, and these are our goals. So the first letter F is about fundamentals of your services and products. So one of the things we want to make sure we understand the fundamentals of your services. Second thing is the I, which is introduction. So we want to have an effective introduction. We don't want solicitations here. So that's why first part of our meeting is a Q&A. All right. And then the third one is relationships. So I know that we are somewhat strangers right now, but in an hour, we wanted to create some sort of a spark that we can start our business relationships. Okay, so we're gonna try and go after that. Next one is expertise. Expertise is where we would talk a topic, I'll say a word, and everybody gets to chime in and kind of give us your perspective about your business, how it applies to your business, so we understand more of how you operate and how you communicate about it. And then the next one is the understanding. So understanding is if you want some sort of a referral or introduction to other people, we wanted to have a good understanding of who you are in your business. It's really hard to refer somebody when you don't know them. So we're just very careful about that. So that's one of our goals. And lastly, if you're an official member, we want to have a project collaboration with you. And Monica actually was a member for many years, and she was the one that started the Halloween for Heroes project with us. And it's been an official event that we've been doing since how many years now, Monica?
Oh,
That's like 3 years, right?
yeah, like it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. So because of that, we
it's
created an amazing annual event that we provide, pumpkins to the military family. So that's one of the projects that we created, which is really amazing. But we're going to go ahead and start. So this is a Q&A. I'm going to ask a question, and I think Fatima is trying to get in. And Fatima is actually my assistant to, checking everything out with the meetings. So she's going to be in and out here. Anyway, okay, so I'll start the question, and then you have about a minute to 2 to answer. And then you have to ask someone else. I'll be the last one to be picked. So I'm going to ask Sam. Sam, a question. Okay, Sam, tell us where you're at, what city you're in, and what is the most important offer that you give to people from your service. And I'm going to, this is recorded, so go ahead.
Wait, say that. Could you ask that again, please?
So from what city are you in? And also, what is the most important service that you provide to people?
Well, it varies. So I'm in the city of Morgan Hill, California, and I have 2 things going on right now. One, of course, is financial services, and what we're doing is we're helping small businesses. And the other one, I co-own a production company, and so we have a lot of projects there as well.
Wow, love that. Okay, now you get to pick anyone else, and then you can ask a question too.
Well, I see Monica has a Main Street, is it?
Main Street Brokers.
Is that real estate?
Sorry?
Is that in real estate?
One of the umbrellas. Is that your question before I start talking?
Actually, no. Yeah, well, okay. How many umbrellas and what is it that you do? And of course, I guess what city?
So as I said to Marie, today I'm in Mocksville. It's spelled MOCKSVILLE in North Carolina, where I opened up Main Street Brokers. So I'm still a broker associate with my company office in Irvine, California, where I have my real estate broker's license that I basically just hang, but I have 7 states I provide mortgages to. We came out to North Carolina. I had some interactions with purchases here where I felt like maybe I could make a stamp here and build up a team for agents, or they're called brokers here. They're all brokers, but there's different level of brokers, a little bit different in North Carolina. So I've started Main Street Brokers for real estate. Then there's also Main Street Brokers mortgage, and then there's going to be Main Street Brokers insurance. They don't have to be intertwined. They have their different offices within this space, but it's to provide services. It's a small county, I should say. And it's provided a place for me to work remotely out of the house and then to build up something new here. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Great.
All right, Monica, your turn.
Okay, well, Michael, your background caught my attention also. So what affiliation and business do you have with the military?
So I'm a retired military veteran, so I'm 100% disabled vet from the Navy. I'm here in San Diego.
And your business?
So I do financial services like Sam and life insurance as well for businesses and families and some other things too. We do also do retirement planning and everything like that as well. I'm an independent broker.
Oh, wonderful. I
Okay.
might get some of your information from you.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right, Michael, you're next.
All right, Paul. So I'll ask you. I love the background. So where are you at, and what business is it that you currently do, and what problem do you solve with your business?
Oh,
You're on
Mike,
mute.
you're on mute.
Right when I thought everything was going smoothly. Gosh. Now, anyway, thank you very much, Michael. I'm in the office in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. I don't know if anyone knows New Mexico, but it's a beautiful area. We're high desert, about 5,290 feet in the air. And dry desert is different than, say, Death Valley in California. So weather here is, it's beautiful. Let's see, here I'm a commercial broker. I'm also an impact investor manager promoting big major commercial projects, specifically in the Civic Center, the new Civic Center Plaza of Rio Rancho. And when I mean new, it is new. I mean, there's only a couple of buildings in this area. So if you're familiar with Civic Center plazas in your cities, just picture those areas, vast amounts of land, and things are just popping up, institutions like universities, hospitals, and things of that nature. And also, I'm originally from San Francisco, and I keep my real estate business going there in San Francisco proper. So maybe I'd like to talk to Sam. You are in beautiful Morgan Hill. It's a beautiful area in the peninsula. And maybe we could talk, Sam.
All right. Okay, Paul, your turn.
Okay, let's see. Martha in the red dress. Very nice red dress, Martha. Martha, how is business going for you? I know that the last time we talked, you were in Florida. And so how are things going?
I think they're going really good. I don't know if you know this. I think I said it last week. We got a lot of press release placements. It was 117 press release placements, including Yahoo Finance, Benzinga, and Market Watcher. So I'm super excited about that. We got one customer, I'm excited about her. She basically stopped her business. And I told her, no, you have to do your business. And we have a plan that I'm going to present to her on Sunday. Yes, I work on Sundays too, people.
Okay, and which, by the way, can you tell us a little bit about your business, Martha?
Okay, let me make it quick. So my business is called Solix Services. So I never say this, but I have a master's in applied mathematics. So when I tell you that I'm using data to drive your business forward, you're talking about a business and mathematician superpower that will help your business scale up, whatever that means, because for every business, it's different.
And I must vouch for Martha. Martha and her partner are super women. So I love that confidence, Martha. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, Martha, we still have Mark or Katie for you to select.
Tough choice.
Mark, I'm gonna pick on you because you're not showing your camera. Ha, ha, ha. So
Thank
tell
you.
us about your business.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. This is my first time participating, and I'm not intentionally lurking in the shadows. I'm experiencing some technical difficulties. I'm on my phone rather than my computer. I'm based out here in the greater Los Angeles area. We are a security guard company. We also offer business services such as janitorial, pressure washing, landscaping, that type of stuff. I run the entire company, but my emphasis is on the security division, providing uniformed security guards to, banks, studios, medical office buildings. Really partnering up with our clients, as all of you do. We provide our services primarily through kind of mid-California down to San Diego. We have about 400 employees. And right now, honestly, kind of coming out of COVID, we're just getting hammered with the labor pool. We're really struggling, like the entire US, trying to find, forget about good quality people. We feel fortunate if they have a pulse and they're willing to go to work, but there's a lot of challenges, and we do partner with clients to, address their needs and services.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mark. Now you have Katie to ask a question.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You have Katie to ask a question.
Okay, so I direct it to Katie. Katie, can you tell us about your company?
Certainly, Mark. Thank you so much for choosing me.
You bet.
I
It
just
was a
got
tough
bottled up.
choice. I had so many options.
Yes, well, what I do is my goal is to help you become the go-to guy in your niche that pops into your client's mind when your services are needed, right? I do relationship marketing strategy with send out Greener Still. When you send from the heart, you will set yourself apart. So I have an app that for your phone, and you can use on any mobile device, and you can create thank you cards, congratulations cards. It helps you create that relationship with your customers, and takes you to a little bit further in the relationship world instead of emails left and right and stuff like that. You just appreciate, as opposed to self-promoting all the time. So that's what I do.
All right, Katie, it looks like we have another visitor, and I think you get to ask him a question.
You know what? That's actually me.
That's you. Okay. All right. Well, I guess you get to ask.
I'm logging in on my laptop.
All right.
Okay,
So,
there's-
so Katie, you get to ask me a question.
okay. What made you decide to start this business here of Fired Up?
Oh, okay. It's always a
Sorry.
great story. We have the company called Finest Women in Real Estate, and because the women were trying to connect to the community, so we thought, okay, we bring the business professionals as part of what we're doing, and we created what we call Fire Up Connect. That's how Monica ended up working with a group of business people, and they created the project Halloween for Heroes. Okay, so that's how it all started. And then, we were meeting in the restaurants, and people were really liking the networking. And then they decided they wanted to be also independent, not just be known as real estate, because it is connected to Finest Women in Real Estate. And so that's what happened. We made it a separate company, and now it's open to almost everybody. And that's how it evolved. It was really interesting, but I love the concept, and I benefit from all the connections too.
So this group is basically realtors and brokers and insurance people and
No,
finances and stuff
anybody.
like that.
Anyone can come in here. So it's not restricted to the real estate. That's why it became an independent company, because we don't want to just bring in just real estate. We want to bring in all types of businesses that.
You want to fire it up.
Yeah, exactly. We're all fired up here, right?
Katie, she's funny. Oh my goodness.
I've been missing out.
Yeah. And so Mark, it looks like you're in now with your computer. Is that right?
Well, you know what, I am, and I'm still trying to get my camera going. I apologize. I think I'm just gonna give up.
I mean,
So,
keep working on it and
um,
see if I can ask you to start your video too.
okay, here we go. Let's try this. Yep, I see the, it says cannot start video. So I'm not sure what,
Suspense.
yeah, right. Well, trust me, you guys aren't missing much anyway.
The pose of a drum roll.
Okay, well, next time, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's still trying to make it work for you.
Yeah, it's trying to do something. I'm not sure it's coming up with the USB video device, and I'm using a laptop, so I'm not sure what the problem is.
That's okay.
It's all
If
about patience. It's all about
Yeah,
patience.
you're right.
Deep-
Okay, let me
deep-
relax
deep
and
breaths.
just go with the flow.
Yes,
There
we'll
you
go with
go.
the
Never
flow.
mind,
All right.
Katie.
Let's move on to the next part of our meeting. This is where we talk about a specific topic. And I wanted to talk about the word wealth. So I will start with Michael, and tell me what you think about the word wealth in terms of your business, and what you can share to people. And 1 minute for each one, okay?
Okay, for the word wealth for me is not what you own, but what you control. And what does that mean as far as your assets are concerned? Because once you pass, if you own all of that, then that goes to your fellow, family members or whatever. So it's whatever you control. So one that controls the most wealth has the most wealth.
Awesome. Appreciate that, Michael. All right, let's move on to Katie.
Okay, wealth is the word, wealth. I thought at first that you were saying welt, and I was going, what is a welt? Anyway, wealth. My wealth is the blessings that I get every day. Actually, I have quite an interesting story, and so I'm very appreciative on everything and the opportunities that has been opened in my direction, and the doors that are opening are allowing me to go through it, and learning just to be me, and so that's my wealth, is to have the freedom of being myself and doing what I do and bring joy to people. That's my wealth, when I can help people elevate their world and their lives and pull them out of holes of depression and stuff and worry, and that's my wealth.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie. All right, Sam, your turn.
Wealth would be education, information. To me, for our business, is really just giving people, the individuals, business owners, that understanding that it's not just about, exactly somewhat similar to what Michael had said, but it's not just about what you have now, but what you can accumulate over time and just really build for not just you, but for everyone around you.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Mark, let's move on to you, Mark.
Okay, great question. It's kind of like success. And for me, it's, my definition is constantly changing, especially getting a little bit older. And I think, for me, wealth is about kind of partnering with my clients, delivering on promises, finding solutions that work, moving their goalpost. But I think also kind of not being held hostage to the business, and being able to devote a little bit more time to my family, friends, personal time. So, I think wealth and success comes from finding that happy medium and happy balance between, not working myself to death, being successful, but still being successful in my personal life as well.
Freedom.
Thank you so much, Mark. All right, Monica, your turn.
And it's the same. The first thing that came to mind when I hear that word isn't monetary. It's usually like knowledge and resources. I think it's things that you acquire over time. Like Mark said about getting older, I think it's that, and going through experiences and obtaining options and resources for whoever you come across, whether you're working with them or it's personal relationships. And you feel like when you're able to provide something for other people, whether it's as a resource or a sound wall, being an emotional sound wall for some people, maybe personal relationships, when you have that knowledge and to be a resource for others, that's something that I feel has value, or wealth in my life.
Awesome. All right, thank you, Monica. Martha.
There's Mark.
Yeah.
There's Mark.
Yeah, we saw Mark.
Take a bow, Mark, please.
Yeah. What, you want me to turn my camera off now? Told you weren't missing much.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right, Martha, your turn.
That's why I like this platform. You always challenge us, Marie, to think about
challenge was
these
to get my
general
camera
terms. Yeah, so I can write a book about wealth, but in my perspective, the first thing that comes to me is wealth. To me means abundance, and for me, what's important in abundance is knowledge, and that's why a lot of people are like, "Why are you getting your PhD? You're already finding your life." I'm doing the PhD because knowledge, there's something that no one would take. Maybe one day they would take the money away from you, but they can never take what's here, because what here is the tool that can make you wealthy in terms of health, in terms of financial. It's what's in your head. So for me, it's really learning and accepting that you don't know something and learning what you don't know. So acquiring knowledge.
Awesome. That was good, Martha.
Well said.
Yes. Paul.
I can't beat that, but just to compound on what Martha said, I remember I was listening to one of Warren Buffett's podcasts, and he did mention something like that about people's knowledge, what they have here. You know that this is the only thing that the governments can't tax is what you learn. So good for you, Martha. Wealth to me, it's funny that Michael mentioned power, and you know that in Spanish, in the Castilian language, wealth equates to the Castilian word poder, or power. So to me, I think wealth, when I think about it, differs in money that I need to now plan this legacy for an inheritance. So with that said, you know, there is a lot of that goes into wealth planning. And so to me, wealth is such a huge word, and it's something that is so important to individuals, families, you know, so a legacy, period.
Awesome. All right. Let's take 30 seconds and write down what you think of what you heard about this section of our meeting. Put it on chat where everybody can read it. So give us your 2 cents or whatever you wanted to share after hearing what you've heard from everybody.
Make sure I'm spelling words right.
Love the comments. All right. Any more? Okay, with Sam. Martha. Wow, everything is so amazing. Wow, thank you so much for doing that. All right, are we missing anybody else? It looks like, okay, so Paul, Monica mentioned resources, very good. All right. Okay, so next part of our meeting, let's go ahead and take this time to put all your contact information so we don't forget about it, since we're already typing it in. Go ahead and put your information so everybody can save the chat.
I hit enter too soon.
Oh no,
I hate
start
that.
start the whole meeting over.
Okay. Looks like it's coming in. Okay. So while you guys are doing that, I'm going to explain the next part of our meeting, which is what we call business share time. This is where you have a minute to share one of the 3 things, and you can combine it however you want it. You have 1 minute. You can share a success story so we understand what kind of accomplishments you have done or made, and or a challenge, a specific challenge that you want people to, you want to share to everyone, and maybe they can give you some recommendations or suggestions. Lastly is, you can share one specific goal with a specific timeline. So if you tell us it's $1 million, you want to make $1 million, and you don't tell us how you're going to make that 1 million, it's not going to be believable. So you have 1 minute to do this, and I'm going to go ahead, and this time I'm going to ask Katie to start.
Oh, you stinker, you.
Well, this is what happened. This is what
When you're a new kid on the block, huh? Kick him to the curb there.
Katie, have fun with it. You have 1 minute.
Okay, well, now I have to focus a little bit more on what you just said.
So a success story or a specific challenge or a specific goal. Any of those three, you can combine it however. You have 1 minute.
Okay, I have a great success story. I have multiple success stories. I have people calling me up and saying that they've received cards right in time. There's never a late card. And I've sent cards to people of their loved ones, and they had passed since I've sent the card. And so that was the last picture they were taken. And I love people calling me and they're in tears, and making grown people cry gives me joy because they're so fulfilled and happy about having that moment. My goal is to open up a fitness center. My goal is to open up a fitness center or share another niche that I do, and connect with personal trainers and stuff. I'm an aquatic instructor. I'm a pioneer in that. And so I wrote a book on that already. And so moving on to that, and I think I'm done.
All right.
There's one more, but I don't know what it is. I forgot.
Okay. Let's move on to
Thank you.
Mark.
I'm sorry, did you say Mark?
Yes, Mark.
Okay, let me jump in. I guess mine is part challenge, part goal, kind of a short-term goal. I recently started a new account. It's a condominium complex in downtown Long Beach, multiple officers around the clock. And the security program they had left a lot of challenges. So I'm really essentially having to rewrite their documents, kind of change their expectations so we can bring the program in compliance and really deliver on our promises, and provide a high level of service to the entire board, which is the HOA board, but at the same time, all the residents. So it is very challenging. It's a short-term goal, so I'll put that down as a challenge as well as a short-term goal.
Okay, thank you. Now, if anyone here have any feedback or suggestion to whoever is speaking about challenges or goals, go ahead and give them a message. You can do private or public, whatever you guys want. Okay.
How do you save a chat on here?
How do you
Three
what?
dots, 3 dots to the right of the smiley face.
Okay. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
Click on that.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Got it.
Thank you. Michael, you're next.
For me, I like to always tell stories because that's what people remember the most. So one of the problems that we solved is providing life insurance with living benefits. So we had a client with National Life Group, which has been around 170 years, who had a heart attack. But he lived through that heart attack, and he had a death benefit of $500,000, and they were able to pay up to $400,000 of that to him. So he didn't have to worry about going back to work. He didn't have to worry about his medical bills
That's
or
nice.
anything like that. So it's always about the stories and being able to help other people.
That's nice.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. All right, Sam, you're next.
Can I just say ditto to Michael?
You're copying his homework.
No, it's like, geez, stop looking at my paperwork, please. No, actually, no. We just sat with a client yesterday, and the client had no idea, because it's similar to what you're talking about with regards to there's an index universal life policy that a client had no idea that could actually solve the solution, which they had additional money put away and didn't want to focus solely on having it for now because they had other resources. And so we were able to put that in to create what we call an infinite bank, be able to have them make money on that and be able to lend from themselves. And so just in sitting with them yesterday and sharing everything and started filling out all the information, just put them in such a different perspective in life. I mean, it was a trip. It was something that, to me, as much as I sit with individuals, it was one of the things for me to see them, like their reaction, their glow, and how they saw that their money actually could do something now for them, rather than they just wonder how or what would happen to their money. And so that was one of the things. The challenge, I'd say, is on the production company. We're waiting for first round funding, and because we have a streaming app that we've created, and it's taking a little longer than usual. So that's like, I'm having to generate income from other sources. And I'd say the goal, maybe in 60 days, that should come through, and you'll definitely, if you look it up, it's the niche is towards Chicanos. I don't know, that used to be a derogatory term, but we've changed that over time. But if you look up on Facebook or Instagram, it's called Chicano Hollywood. And that's the streaming service that's going to be out, which will stream Chicano films, Chicano, everything that has to do with Chicanos, which are about 40 million in the United States so far. So that's a niche that we're growing and we're putting out.
All right. Thank you, Sam. All right, Monica, your turn.
Sorry, I took long.
All right.
So this space, for example, that I have here for Main Street Brokers, it took almost 2 years. It was just like a thought or idea when I first purchased property in North Carolina. And it took a lot of time, and it was definitely worth it. And then it's like, okay, now you got the keys. Now let's go. And now the challenges are finding the right people for the team that I want to build up here, because I have obviously a certain platform and vision for how I work with people. And, I want other people to bring in their ideas too, but where it still falls in line with, some of my fundamentals on how I work with clients. So that's what I think the challenge is. I think it's, I haven't been aggressive with it yet. I feel like I was still getting everything in place. And, of course, trying to keep my other business going in the meantime. But I feel I feel like I'm giving myself probably like 3 to 6 months before I beat myself up over it, and taking time to find the right people to start this team.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you, Monica. All right, Paul, you're next.
Well, I was starting to look at my challenges, and I thought, you know what? Why don't I just do a 180 and start thinking about the successes that I've been working on? And why I did that is because, sometimes we work so hard to plant those seeds that we will reap in the future with, wealth, legacy, and not just for oneself, but for many that are involved. For instance, here in these projects here, it's just a big undertaking, and I would have never thought that I'd be doing something like this, but I saw the potential and the advantage of trying to start something here. And it just seems like in time, certain people start to come into this plan. One in particular, this architect, that he saw the vision too, so he's helping now. So I'm not so much of a micromanager. So now I'm letting that part of this littler design be done, so that people can see the big picture from this little design, which is not going to be so little. I mean, just the footprint on this one is, I think, oh my goodness, about 55. I think it's like 55,000 square feet. It's a multiple story building, but anyway, and then people like Martha and her partner, you never know what's going to happen. So so I didn't want to just say, oh my goodness, all these challenges that are coming up. Well, let me start to count these blessings that I'm meeting people, that these people are hopefully going to be a part of the big picture, and they're key people. Just 2 days ago, I met with Fu, and Fu's in marketing. And right away, Fu saw, he said, oh my goodness, I want to be part of this, Paul. So, you know, you just start sharing these things with people, and before you know it, the levels of anxiety start to wane. So anyway, I'm just trying to keep it on a positive note.
Yeah.
All right, Paul. Martha.
Oh, not to pitch, but data can help you with some of your challenges.
See, that's why I want this girl on my team.
So one complicated thing and one challenge, and please feel free to put chat or message. When people hear the word data, or they hear I help their business grow with numbers, I think that's my mistake. Using the word data and numbers scares people because numbers is intimidating, or they just don't want people to see their numbers or whatever it is. So that's a challenge. I need to work on my pitch. So how to decorate the word data and numbers so I don't lose people when I go through there. I mean, I just say the word math and they're like, she's boring. So, and a success story, remember Jolly? Remember Jolly from last week?
Yes.
The lady Jolly?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
The older Indian lady, very happy, very jolly. Okay, so she's near Chicago. I'm gonna meet her in person next week or the following week. So I'm excited.
Fantastic.
She's been very successful. So
It's great.
Awesome.
Awesome.
this is what Fire Up Connect does. You make a lot of connections that you never thought.
Oh, you put yourself on a mute.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
So that's the power of Fire Up Connect. You get to meet all these wonderful people you never imagined. All these blessings come from this platform.
I love that, Martha. Thank you so much. All right, I think we have 7 minutes. I just wanted to get feedback from everyone in regards to your experience in our meeting. I'm gonna start with Michael this time. Go ahead.
I love it because you are able to offer different subjects to talk about, and so you really get to know the person a little bit better, and then what challenges to overcome, so you can give suggestions. So one of the questions that I have, because I know you said, Martha, with your pitch, I still don't understand what you do, but to help you with the pitch is think about what problem you solve and how it relates to other people, because I still don't understand what you do based on your pitch. So if that helps you, yeah, I love it because everyone's sharing what they do, the problems that they're solved, the challenges that they come across, and everything. So I like the group.
All right, thank you. Now, Sam, your turn.
Ditto again? No, just kidding. I'm kidding on that one. I'm kidding. No, I actually appreciate this. I know I've given Marie the runaround a few times, and it's because I'm always busy, and it's like I had to keep telling myself, okay, let's put this in perspective and let's find something. And I'm glad I did. Meeting you guys is something that's really good. I don't know how it works, if it's always the same individuals or it's multiple individuals, but this is something really interesting to learn from different companies, because I do reach out, to small business owners, and just in hearing from small business owners is something that I think is a benefit. And so thank you for that.
All right, awesome. Mark, your turn. Unmute. There you go.
Okay, I guess I need to take my microphone off. First time here, I like the format. I like it, very well organized. I can appreciate that. And it is nice kind of connecting with people out of my immediate sphere of influence or out of my industry. It's kind of interesting. Typically, my competitors are very paranoid. It's not like we're a high-tech industry. We're all doing the same thing, but they're not open. They tend to kind of not really connect. I don't operate that way. I'm glad to help people, try to empower them and encourage them. But it is nice to have that outside opinion, kind of, outside my industry looking in and offering a different perspective. So I like the meeting. It's a nice kind of diversion or distraction from the day-to-day stress. So I know that's not really the design, but it's kind of a secondary benefit for me. So it's been a pleasure chatting with everyone here.
That's awesome, Mark. Thank you so much. All right, Katie, you're next.
Well, I love groups that have conversations, because without conversations, you get nowhere. You can sit around and talk about what you do and how you do it, and that's just like puking on people. Excuse my verbiage, but so I like having a conversation and getting to know people that way. That's one of the things that I strive on, and I join meetings to do so, to talk to other people and get to hear what their needs are and such. Hence why we have 2 ears and only 1 mouth, right? And so, and the educational part is good to hear what else is out there in this world. By the way, Mark, my father had a security company in Long Beach when I was younger. So you mentioned that area. So I was just thinking maybe it was in that area too, but my dad was much older than you now. But
Very
that's
cool.
what so I appreciate the invite, Marie, and nice meeting all you guys as well.
You're welcome, Katie. Okay, Monica, you're next.
Well, I've been very absorbed for quite a while with going back and forth between California and North Carolina, and I haven't made slots of time to come into the meetings, but I'm so glad that I did today. It was a nice, energetic reminder and of how important it is to take time out, like Mark said, like at the moment, and then getting so many great perspectives on something that you may think is a simple term or simple outlook. To get everyone's perspectives, you get so much more input and knowledge. I didn't expect that today, so it's a feel-good feeling today. And I just think it's an amazing group that was here today. I really enjoyed everyone's in all of their perspectives and learning about their businesses and who they are. A lot of great energy.
Monica. All right, Martha.
I'm always excited to be here. I get to hear about all these different business industries, and to the answer, you don't see the same faces. It's always different people from different industries. And I love it because it's also a platform where it's okay to say I failed or I have a challenge, and we support each other. We even have competitors. Marie brings marketers too, who are her competition. And this is a wonderful place where you grow together. And even if sometimes you have the same industry, you collaborate, and there's so many blessings with it. So one of them is meeting Jolly, and I'm going to meet her in person. We also have a radio show. I'm going to be on the Fire Up Connect on, I think, March 5th or 6th. So I'm excited. This will be the second time. So I'm not going to be that nervous anymore, Marie, okay?
Yes. Exciting, Martha. All right, Paul.
I don't think Martha's nervous. I just think she's just so full of, things to share. Good for you, Martha. I think, yeah, like Martha mentioned about this platform, I don't know if people know, but Marie has other platforms. I, like Martha, myself too, I belong to Real Men of Real Estate's, another platform of Marie's. And there we do focus on real estate, right? Anything under the sun of real estate. And I've had the opportunity to interview the mayor of this city, Rio Rancho, and also interviewed another powerful lender in the San Francisco area, more than 40 years of experience. So you learn a lot. A huge listening base in that radio show as well. But I think, you learn so much, right? And it's not like, you're going to come into a platform and say, oh my goodness, can't wait to get off. It's like you can't wait to hear what everyone has to share, because I think in this time post-COVID, if you aren't doing what we're doing now, you're going to be left behind, because business like it used to be done, that's out the window. So I don't, Marie, you've been blessed. You probably didn't even know that you would come into this. People need this type of platform to talk about things and how they're making business work and what should happen. And it's
Well,
great,
It
great
was
therapy.
interesting how I started the online because I'm always out and networking with people. And when they shut down all the places, I'm like thinking, who am I going to talk to now? So I started calling. I did a Zoom meeting with one of my connection, and we just had a one-on-one meeting, and I recorded it. And then so what happened is I started interviewing other people, and then I realized this is really cool. I'm gonna go make this happen. We adapt, we adjust, and we just become very creative on how we do our business. And to be honest with you, with this platform, it gave me the connections that I couldn't even imagine that I would have the connections. I mean, one successful story is that I had one connection from doing the Zoom, and he connected me to a large investor where I ended up creating $100 million project from this whole platform. So imagine the opportunities that you can get from this. I'm not really, what I would like for you to understand is that when you join our Fire Connect, we meet every Tuesday at 3:00 p.m. and every Friday at 11. And we always have new people coming in. If you are a member, you will get a lot of connections from, a very diverse group. And then you will also have connections to some of our amazing marketing programs. And there is also collaboration that if you don't even, understand that, this could be a collaboration where you can do, a project that could give you more exposure, and it could give you more connections in business. It is an amazing platform. And I have been a member for so many organizations, and I've always thought that there's something missing out there. And I put this together knowing that, okay, it benefits me tremendously. So whoever comes into this platform will definitely have the same thing. So just think about it. And I am so thankful for all of your time. Is there any other last thoughts before we end our meeting? We're good. Okay. So if you have any questions about fireupconnect.com, you just have to look at my website here. I think this one here, this side, fireupconnect.com. All right. Take a look at it. There is a join tab there. You can check everything, and you can also call me and ask you for additional information. My phone number is there too. And I will be glad to, give you more information. You're welcome to connect with the other members of the meetings. Michael, what city are you in?
I'm in San Diego.
Okay, so I always go to San Diego, so maybe this is something that, you and I can meet. What about you, Sam? What city are you in?
Morgan Hill, about 15 minutes south of San Jose.
San Jose. Okay. Well, I'm kind of interested about your production because I'm doing a lot of projects too. And Katie is in
East of Temecula.
East of Temecula. And so, and Martha is in what city again, Martha?
Chicago.
Chicago. Mark, what city are you in?
Whoop.
Our office is in Gardena. We service all of Southern California.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And Monica is in what?
I'm in Moxville, North Carolina today. My other broker office is in Irvine, California. A lot of my business is in San Diego County because of military, because most of my files are VA.
All right.
Purchase.
Mhm.
But
And
very familiar with San Diego.
yeah, Paul is in New Mexico, specifically on Rio Rancho. Think about
And San Francisco.
Yeah, and San Francisco. Think about all the connections that you can make. There's so many opportunities here. I mean, when you're talking about wealth, there's so much wealth in every meeting that we go to. And so if you wanted to tap into that wealth, make sure that you're a member of Fire Connect, and you're going to get a lot of it. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. It's already 12:05, and have an amazing afternoon. Again, you don't forget to connect and follow up with your connections. All right.
Yeah, I'd definitely love to connect with all of you and see what I can do to help you out as well.
Yeah, it was
All
a great,
Perfect. Nice
Great
meeting
crowd.
everyone.
Thank you.
likewise.
Nice to see you, Mark.
Yeah.
Have a great day and weekend, everyone.
You too.
Absolutely.
Bye now.
Wrap it up. Be nice be kind to somebody.
I love that, Katie.
Perfect.